Episode 3 of Trend or Trap. This is the show where we take profitable betting systems and put them to the test. I'm Dan Karpuc, and I'm joined once again by Kate Constable of Westwood One Sports and PJ Glasser of Gameday Garage and Hoops and 5. In our first matchup, Kate came out on top 2-1, so PJ's looking for some revenge today. Now here's how the game works. I'll present 3 betting trends or system, all of them historically profitable. For each matchup, one side is labeled the trend, meaning that the system supports that bet. The other side is labeled the trap, meaning numbers look good, but there may be some context working against it. Kate and PJ will debate each matchup and decide whether they're riding the trend or calling it a trap. Each correct pick earns a point, and the best record after the 3 rounds wins the episode. No hedging, no passing. They must choose trend or trap. So let's get right into it. Debate number 1, Heat at 76ers. Here's the trend. Since the start of last season, road underdogs in Philadelphia have gone 25-9 against the spread. That's 73.5%, over 15 units of profit, and a 40% ROI. That's a serious long-term edge fading Philly at home. So the question is this a trend play on the Heat +2, or is this a trap and you lay it with the 76ers -2? Kate, what do you think?
This is a trend here. I like the Heat plus the points. Miami's won 5 straight in this series, 7 of its last 10 against Philly, and it's covered the spread 8 times in those 10 games. And there are 2 areas where I think the Heat have the edge tonight: on the offensive glass and getting to the foul line. The Sixers are bottom 5 in opponent offensive rebound rate and bottom 10 in opponent free throw rate. So for a team looking to get back on track after a loss, kind of a bad loss to the Milwaukee Bucks the other day, those are 2 areas that are bound to help them have success. Plus, the Heat are the best team in the league ATS after a loss. Again, Heat coming off of a loss as they go to Philly. So this is a trend here.
I'm going to go the other side, Dan. I'm going to say this is a trap. Kate mentioned the loss to the Bucks that Miami suffered the other night. Guys, they've had one of the easiest schedules in the NBA in their last 11 games, and they haven't been able to take advantage. They've gone 6-5 against the Bucks, who Kate mentioned, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Utah. They played the Bulls for 3 games, the Hawks twice, and the Wizards and the Celtics. So they've been playing all the bad teams in the NBA, haven't been able to take advantage. Now they step up against Philly. Obviously, both teams right now in the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference. We know Embiid's back. Maxi's been playing awesome as he has all year. So I think you're getting a nice cheap price here on Philly. I think Miami's a little overrated in the market. I'll say it's a trap and lay the 2 with the Sixers.
Yeah, this is a really tough game to handicap, in my opinion, because you have the Miami Heat, who rank first in pace in the entire NBA. And then you got Joel Embiid playing on the other side, and he's not going to want to run up and down the court. So it's going to be really interesting to see which ones of these teams kind of dictates the tempo here. And I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome. So I think that breakdown was awesome there. We're going to go to debate number 2. It is the Rockets at the Magic. This is a really tough game also to break down here, but there is an awesome trend in play. Since 2023, Houston has gone 20-2 straight up as a road favorite against non-conference opponents. That's a 90.9% win rate. So when they're expected to win outside their conference, they handle business. So what do we do here? Is this a trend? Are we going to go with the Rockets money line, or is this a sneaky trap? Should you go with the Magic money line at home? What do you think, PJ?
I think this is a trap. I like Orlando tonight on the money line. Since the All-Star break, you guys, they had a little West Coast road trip, and they went 3-4. Their only loss was in double overtime to Phoenix by 3, so they've been playing good basketball. Desmond Bane's been terrific. Banchero has been awesome. And at home this year, they're really good. 17-9. It's the first of a 4-game homestand as well. They have Detroit after this. So Orlando, we know they're one of these up-and-coming teams. They burst onto the scene last year, and I think these are a big couple games upcoming for the Magic. You mentioned how good the Rockets have been against these Eastern Conference teams, but I think Orlando gets them tonight and they win the game. So I will say that is a trap.
I'm going to go this is a trend. Rockets on the money line here tonight. The Magic really haven't had an answer for Kevin Durant. He had 35 in their last game, and I think he finds plenty of success again with Franz Wagner out of the lineup this time around. The first meeting, the Rockets out-rebounded the Magic by 22, and I know Paolo Banchero didn't play in that one, so maybe those numbers even out a little bit more tonight. But PJ, you talked about the 4-game West Coast road trip. That's tough to come home your first game after a West Coast road trip. Let's not forget, they just beat the Lakers, both LA teams actually, and have been kind of in the news, in the headlines as this awesome team that just knocked off LeBron and Luka. And so the Magic have to be feeling themselves a little bit. Everyone talking about them. Now they come home. It's always tough coming home after a long road trip, especially with that time change. So I'm going Rockets, who they played last night. This is a back-to-back, but they had a super easy game against the Kings. Not many players, starters, played in the fourth quarter. So we're going, this is a trend here. I'll take Rockets on the money line.
All right, can't wait to see how that one plays out. That should be one of the better games of the day for sure. Finally, debate number 3. We're going to go to the college hardwood. Number 13, Michigan State at number 8, Purdue. This should be an awesome game tonight. After the 25th game of the season, when two teams both have winning percentages of 75% or higher, if one is favored by 5.5 or more, that favorite has covered 60.52% of the time. This is over a number of years. This is a really system play here. Plus 39.8 units of 15% ROI. This system says when elite teams clash late in the season, trust the better team laying the number. So is this a trend with Purdue minus 6.5 or a trap with Michigan State plus 6.5? Kate, start us off.
This is a trap here. Look, we're like 4 or 5 days away from March. And what is March? That is January, February Izzo time. So I think this is a trap with Michigan State getting the points here. Purdue's won more in this series, but Michigan State has actually covered 3 straight, 6 of their last 7 in this series, and we just need them to cover tonight. Spartans are also 5th in the country in offensive rebound percentage, so you get some extra possessions, some second chance points. And Purdue's been exposed at Mackey Arena. I mean, 3 home losses this year. That doesn't sound like a lot, but Mackey Arena used to be a place where no one was able to win. Plus, Michigan State has the 6th best defense in the country, and we know defense travels. So I think this is a trap here. I'll take Michigan State in the points tonight.
Dan, I love this trend. It was 2-0 last night. UConn and St. John's, right? Everybody was looking forward to that game, thinking the Johnnies would keep it close. UConn won by 32. You had St. Mary's and Santa Clara late last night. People thinking that would be a close game. St. Mary's blew them out. This time of the year, like the lines are so sharp, right? And we've seen these teams play nearly 30 games that when odds makers are laying a line like this between 2 top 15, 2 top 20 teams, normally a good idea to lay it with the favorite. Kate mentioned, I mean, Purdue's normally unbeatable at Mackey, and they have lost some games, but it's been to Michigan, Illinois, Iowa State. You're talking about 1 seeds and 2 seeds. Now, Michigan State's going to get a high seed, probably about a 3, maybe a 4. I just don't feel like they're as great as those teams. And guys, they've struggled on the road as of late. They got blown out by Wisconsin, lost to Minnesota as a big favorite, and needed overtime to beat Rutgers as a 14-point favorite in their last 3 road games. So all these things lead me towards Purdue. I think they win comfortably tonight.
Well, I can't wait to see how this plays out. And most importantly, I can't wait to see who wins episode 3 here. Will it be Kate, who goes up 2-0 on the series with PJ, or will PJ even it up? I can't wait to find out later tonight. Drop your picks in the comments as well. Which ones are trend plays and which ones are traps? Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all those things wherever you are listening to this podcast. And we'll see you next time for episode 4 of Trend or Trap.